The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Yeah, Elena Probst, one of our early signees, found her at, came to our ID camp, two years ago now, or a year and a half ago now. Just a tricky winger, plays in the 7 or the 11, from North Carolina, and I think will come in and I think be a very similar player to Emily Futrell, and we're just excited to what she has to bring with us as far as athleticism, good 1v1, and I think she'll learn a lot from the current players that we have here. Kennedy is going to be a transfer coming in from a Division 2 school, a lot of experience, wonderful player, plays in the number 10 role, an attacking midfielder role. Again, good on the ball, very comfortable on the ball, and likes to get forward. And from what I've seen of her, is able to find a pass and find those, and just balls in behind. And for players that we have going forward, that's something that is very, very important to us. Lauren Hardery is coming in as a freshman from Ohio. Again, a product of one of our ID camps. We got to see her, and so glad she was able to make the journey to come to camp. And again, plays in the 10, the 8 or the 10 role in midfield, more of an attacking midfielder, extremely comfortable on the ball, quiet personality, but I think when she gets here, I think she'll really blossom into a really, really good player for us. But again, this is going to strengthen an already very strong midfield. Lainey's a local kid, and it's always great to get not just local players but good local players. When I think of that, I think of Alex Brandon, and I think of Avery Williams. But Lainey will play kind of in the right back position in number 2. Very, very athletic. I want to say she runs track as well, and plays for a local club team here in town, and just very excited to get her in. Emma Daniels, again another local player from Bearden, plays on the left back, number 3, and I think will turn into a very, very good player for us. Obviously, having the likes of an Alex Brandon in that position as well, it's going to help push Alex, but I think it'll also help develop Emma. Very good at getting forward with the ball, and the way we play, typically, that's what we're looking for, is players that are able to get on the ball, even from a deep lying defensive position, and push forward. So again, excited to have her coming in. Sydney Bailey, again another local player, which is great. We're just increasing our fan base and trying to increase those home field numbers for us, for our fans. Plays in the right back position, can play centrally as well. Extremely athletic, good on the ball, good feet, and again is able to come forward with the ball, which we like to see from our 2s and 3s. And again, I think she's just really going to strengthen up that back line for us. We've lost Helen Seed, but returning everybody else. But I think what we're trying to do is make our team stronger, bringing in players that are as good or better than what we have. And I think, looking forward to this class. I wasn't just thinking of this year. I know that sounds a bit silly, but I was looking at next year as well, and we'll have a massive class graduating, probably 7. So looking kind of forward to that as well. I think it was important to try and bring in players now that would help bridge that gap, so it's not a massive ask to bring in players next year to be coming in and making immediate impacts. I think the likes of some of these freshmen next year will be able to make a big impact for us. But we want to bring in good players. We were able to see quite a lot of these players at our ID camps. Even Lainey and Sydney and Emma Daniels came. Kennedy came. So we were able to see a lot of these players at our ID camp. They've been on campus, they've trained with our players, they've seen our facilities and everything else, and it's somewhere they want to be. And it's easy to identify good players, but getting players that are very happy and want to come, that's a big thing for us. So I think even though we just graduated 2, bringing in the 6 that we mentioned and possibly 2 to 3 more is just going to, I think, push us on and give us something we didn't really have last year, which was depth. When we came into those games later on in the season, strength and depth is something that I'd love for us to have, and I think with this recruiting class and all our returners, it's going to be I think we'll be there or thereabouts, hopefully. Come August, when everyone's here and unpacked, I think should be a fun pre-season to start.